The Retro Army podcast is proudly sponsored by Geek Casino. Buy, sell, and trade video games, comics, and toys located in Green Valley inside of Mitchum's Flea Market. And also special thanks to Spookables located off Route 52 in Bluewell. Hey guys, welcome to Retro Army Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Morris, here at Indie Earth, but we're not at Indie Earth today. We're filming for Indie Earth. This is Spookables, the wonderful, greatest place on Earth where you want horror figures, and this is the man who made this possible, Jason Scott. And this is not his full-time job.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe one of these days.
But there's toys and lots of other things here, like Spookables.
Yeah, they're all Spookables.
So anyways, when we get back, we're going to talk about more of this store, and there's probably going to be people coming in anyways. So, we'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to jump into this.
It's small and it's tight, and if you break something, it's alright.
I'm so claustrophobic!
This is the center aisle here in Spookables Kingdom.
Yeah, this is like the first aisle you walk into.
Yes. And if someone else is already here, you have to wait and take your turn.
Yeah, so this is like really cool though. So, tell us what you got in this aisle.
Well, a lot of stuff.
CDs?
It wasn't, well, yeah, it's kind of changed a little bit. Yeah, there's CDs on this side. Pretty, yeah. Look at that. You can get the blue collar connoisseur.
Right beside Stone Cold Metal.
Well, it's supposed to flow. I didn't really put signs up, and I'm working on making signs, but I've got that on my list of, I think it's number 57 on my list of 137 things I haven't done yet with the place. But what it is, it starts like, it's supposed to be like, you know, and I'll just put up the signs.
I'll let you explain it. I'll step forward.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna make it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna make it all official.
Well,
now.
it's not really.
Because we're seeing
there's no rules to it, you know. It just kind of like it kind of flows. I don't know if you can see the pictures, but I just made up signs like Devil's Music and Hard Candy and Pop Rocks and Coke, you know. And so the idea was like anything like metal or punk or even like 80s hair bands or new metal or whatever, you know, would kind of go here, and you know, really Hard Candy. It's all the same, and it's sort of alphabetized but not. It starts out like all the A's, but then people come in and move it around, and you know, and then certain things don't fit. I may have, you know, more A CDs than I have, you know, R CD, you know, so whatever happens.
So it's like all over the place.
Down here is the country. Just kind of just testing the water with it. You know, I really didn't know what. I bought a huge collection, a personal collection off of a girl that I know. So that's kind of how it started. I wanted to do music because nobody really does music. I mean, you know, you do have record stores that are still going, but you know, when you go into a lot of just like things like pawn shops don't even really mess with CDs anymore.
No.
You know, everybody does the retro games, and you know, as you know, so the games were huge. And at the time when I opened, you were still open.
Yes.
So you know, you got my boy Larry in Tazewell that still does the games. You did the games. James out at the, you know, I know he's a kind of outlaw.
James the outlaw.
We're allowed to say he does what he does, but yeah, he does. You know, he's got a.
It just randomly started.
Random, yeah. But you know, so nobody did music, and I really wanted to do music. You know, and I didn't know how it would work because I never really seen the. You know, people have, you know, the comic book stores that we've seen, you know, traditionally are comics, and they have toys, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you have the game stores like G2K that would incorporate comics with the games, and they would do movies too. And you have some record stores that would do DVDs and stuff. But I'd never really seen the music and the comics married together before. Like I never really seen a shop that did. But so I didn't know, because, you know, comic book geeks, you know, you guys, man, you don't like a lot of noise. I know you go in and you get pissed off when you see those kids on the lunch tables playing Magic the Gathering and everything. Those comic book geeks, buddy, they're in the zone. They'll come back in here and they'll be back here for, you know, and I'm one too. I grew up, but you know, but like they'll be back there for like sometimes hours just flipping and looking up to see if they've got it, and you know. so a lot of those guys, they don't, you know, you'd be surprised, but a lot of them are not rockers.
Yeah.
They're not, you know, but you know, it went well, and you know, I really wanted to do it, and you know, eventually, you know, I may downsize the music area.
Yeah.
And make, you know, that was the plan. I wanted to put as much of what I wanted to in here as possible, and then if one thing didn't sell as good as something else, you know, I would eliminate that, or at least downsize that area, and then put more of what was selling, or more of what people wanted. But really, I'm not here enough to really know, because, you know, just the one day when I say nothing's selling, 2 days later somebody will come in and buy $70 worth of it.
Yeah,
so
like,
you know, you never know. And then on the other side of the living room, but so over here, we kind of, and this was a real struggle, really knowing, because the size of the place is really knowing where to put the showcases, and so, you know, I played with it a lot, and this just seemed to be where they went.
Yeah, it's like where it was.
Yeah, this is, you know, this one's 6 foot, I think about 6 foot. Cost me about, I got a deal of about $800 and about 48 hours of my life trying to put it together.
Wow.
Another guy, yeah. So once we got it together, we wanted to kind of just leave it here. And the only thing that I regret is it originally had a light in it. And I thought, I don't need the light. I don't want to plug it in. I don't want to have to, you know, it'd take me forever, you know, if it did ever, the bulb ever blew, or if I needed to unplug, you know, there's no way I could get behind it. So,
yeah.
But what I didn't think about was the top is glass, and when you set things on top of it, it makes everything darker. So
yeah.
I mean, it's so much brighter, and everything shows up better when.
So in retrospect, you put the light back in there.
Yeah, if I could have done it again, and the same thing with here. I piled so much on top, you know, that it makes it all dark now. But you still, I mean, you can still see. Yeah, I mean, you know,
yeah, you can still see in there.
But one thing, I would like to take a poll. Everybody watching, should we lower the price on the CM Punk action figure now? I mean, is that a thing? I mean, can we still get like, I think he was booking for like $40, but I mean, I'm sure everybody saw the fight. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of his, I mean, his value now on his collectibles, I'm sure, is kind of like taking a hit.
Just like he did.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man.
It's all like Spookables going off, killing cameras.
Yeah. So I'm pretty anal about some of the setup, but and some of it just takes forever to get to. Like, you know, it's so hard to just the simple things like dusting.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to move so much, and I'm not here a whole lot. And people knock stuff over every day. And so anytime we had a record, well, today wasn't a record, but I think at one time we had, 11 people in here at one time. I think you counted just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
11 people.
11 people in here at one time.
So anytime there's 4 or more people in here, every time everybody leaves, I kind of come and straighten up.
We can't even be on camera together. It's such a tiny space.
They ran, you know, they totally tear through the place. There's always stuff that's knocked over, and the butler. Okay, so this is Angus. He sat in my kitchen for about 7 years, and now he's here. But yeah, his hand, you know, when you haul stuff from one place to the other, I mean, you're always going to be subject to damage and stuff. And so it's not really broke. It's just his hand likes to come flying out. And people like to play with it. You know,
Yeah.
they got to touch it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really need to Gorilla Glue it back up in there. But he's just kind of propped up over here in the corner, and eventually, but yeah, so that falls out a lot. You know, it never fails. You know, you get people over there, and people like to. You got everybody wants to go look at the showcase, and they got to back it up over here like they're at the club or something. You know,
back it up
and knock it out. But
yeah, good stuff. All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna take a look at the video room. Okay guys, we're back. We're in the movie room. We're going as quick as possible here because I do not know why something in here does not want us to film.
Yeah, some technical difficulties.
So tell us about this room.
It's small.
It's the biggest room in the place.
Everything, believe it or not, there was so much. I mean, every inch counts in Spookables, and everything down to the shelving I had to get. I mean, it seemed like things like this were almost extinct when I started looking. Because nobody really had, you didn't have racks like this in stores anymore for magazines and comics, and I had to go drive hours to get some of this stuff. I mean, a lot of times you can get it. There's not, for nothing, but you just have to find it. And I would search Craigslist. I remember searching Craigslist for like a year, trying to find stuff like this and couldn't find it. And every once in a while I'll stumble into something that works better, or that's for room, for size, and I'll swap them out or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, this is an awesome setup.
It is.
I know a lot of people love this setup too.
True. I mean, it's very tight, and we kind of got the movies flowing into magazines, flowing into comics, flowing into whatever. I mean, there's no really
rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, I try to keep it organized, but sometimes you just gotta let it go. But yeah, a lot of people, like I said, they'll kind of congregate back here in this room. I guess we're still rolling.
I hope.
And they'll have it's great. Which I have cameras, everywhere. There's cameras. There's always an eye in the sky everywhere here. I can sit over there and watch every angle.
Big brother Jason's watching.
Yeah. So I mean, it's cool. Everything. I don't know if we're watching. This is actually one of the first comics. Not the first comic I ever bought, but I noticed I put this into the mix here. But this was one of the first comics I bought when I was a kid that I actually thought was going to be worth a lot of money at a flea market. I thought I'd picked up a $40 comic, which is like winning the lottery when you're 9 years old or whatever. And come to find out it's going for $2.50 now.
Yeah!
Yeah, so that was probably my first comic investment, maybe. And I went ahead and threw it in the mix here. Alright, well, yeah, this is so a little bit of everything, I just, I painted the whole store, orange and black, Halloween colors. So in here I didn't paint because I wanted to put up nothing but retro movie posters all around, and I redid the posters a million times, and I've told the story to a few people, but like originally I went with totally, just chaos, like grindhouse, half-naked women, just gory looking stuff, and like a lot of snapshots like the dude over here from from Jason Goes to Hell, where he's eating the heart, just a lot of stuff like that, real graphic. And then before I opened, when I was doing a lot of teaser promos, he's going to check and see if we're still recording.
Always.
Oh, we are? Okay. And when I was doing a lot of teaser promos, I had this set up with really, and then, I started seeing all these girls that were on my Facebook, like, oh, it looks so cool, I can't wait to bring my little boy in there, and my kids, and all this, and I started thinking, oh man, I didn't think about it. I mean, I guess I thought about it, but I didn't think anybody would ever come in here, really. All right. So yeah, stop on by, watch his show. I'm going to watch it.
So
people watch his show and people come here, so
I've been like the worst host ever today.
we may have to, this may end right, it may not. But it's okay.
We've had weird.
It's okay, we've had to stop. We've had customers in and out. We've had,
there's gonna be a
technical
lot
difficulties.
of weird editing going on here.
Yeah.
Anyways, stop in Spookables.
Yeah, just outside Bluefield on Route 52.
We're out here and watch the Retro Army podcast. I can't even say my own show these days.
Retro Army Podcast.
On India.
Is that how it's, what it's
Retro
called?
Army Podcast.
Retro Army.
Retro Army.
Retro Army?
Retro Army.
Like retro and like it's an army.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So you're going to go back to work, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to do. Retro Army Podcast, watch it.
Worst ending ever. It's like a bad horror movie in here. We're out. That was awesome.
Found footage.
Alright guys, there's wind-ups going on, things like that, but everybody
pity the fool that don't come to school. I ain't getting on no plane, Hannibal.
It's gift giving time, and everybody knows all my guests get a gift, so today Jason gets a gift from me.
Wonder what it is. I love the wrapping paper.
Looks like I went and robbed a liquor store for it.
I don't even think this is liquor store quality on this bag. It's a Blu-ray.
It is a Blu-ray.
Burt Fleming's Midnight Chronicles, Catholic Ghoul Girls, and it's signed.
It's signed!
Wow. Better hide the rosary beads.
They made a lot of copies of that movie, so I know it's pretty common.
This is number 4 out of 50. The hot chicks in schoolgirl outfits kick some zombie ass. This is what I want to watch when I'm in bed tonight. This will be my bedtime story.
Good luck with that. We appreciate you being on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by. Always a pleasure.
Yep.
And I love the show.
Thank you.
Retro Army.
Retro Army Podcast.
Retro Army Podcast.
Only on Indie Earth. Peace.
What he said.
Yeah.